Ladies and gentlemen, we are back and apologize about all of the video issues. We should be good to go now. So now I hear myself. All right. There we go. Another day in the House of Cards here. We are here for their Reign of Jafar set championship. My name's Jose, better known on the internet as Cardboard Castle. Happy to have you here. Thanks if you've been able to stick around through the issues we've had today, but we are streaming. This is round 4, Dominic versus Lucky. We just saw Lucky on stream in round 3, losing his matchup to Ashton Benitez. Apologies. It has been a long day, but here we are. As you can see, Dominic on an early lead playing the Amethyst Emerald lever package, as Lucky is running Amethyst Sapphire, what we just saw, the same setup here. Dom quests to 5, puts a little damage on that Foxy, clears off the Ursula. A goat from Lucky. Oh, pardon me. Dom's on the bottom of your screen now. Going to 6 with the goat. A lever. Quest for 2. Lucky at the top half of your screen with the yellow bar, the purple ink section, and teal sleeves. Dominic with Emerald Amethyst. Lucky plays in Iago. Quest for 2. He's going to 9. 3. Off the bell. Correction. I forgot about the goat coming in. And Dom's going to quest for 2 off the Genie. Bounce the Genie back with Fox. Replay the Genie to draw a card. Making sure that evasive Genie is safe from the big bad Iago on the other side. Going to ink a kit. Quest with the goat go to 11. Trade in to the bell. It's the last we've seen of that Fox for now. Dom exerts that Genie with the Elsa and is able to take it out with Iago with relative ease there. Going to trade Fox, Madame Mim, and Merlin, a classic combination. Quest for 2. He can't quest with the... Yeah, I'm going to say he can't quest with that Elsa. So he's at 10. Dom quick to point that out, and Lucky agreed. It's got Rush, but that only lets it challenge, not quest. Gift for Hercules. Pegasus comes down, 1/1 evasive. And he drops a Merlin Crab and Peter Pan Shadowfinder. So that means not only does Peter Pan, but also Pegasus had Rush if needed, but not a lot you could do with that 1/1 stat line. This is a close and tight match here. Lucky's going to quest for 1, going to 11. Now he can quest that Elsa. quests here and ships back, going to 13. He's going to draw for turn, reset his ink here, be ready to go. 2 evasive characters on board on each side. Dom has left himself wide open. In that regard, still has an evasive Pegasus, but I think he trades pretty favorably into this. Dom's got to check his discard here. Well, he waits. Another Elsa comes down, taps down at Pegasus, exerting it. And he's going to take out both Pegasus, leaving the Peter Pan evasive. Oh, no. He's going to go ahead and clear that up with Iago. And doesn't feel too threatened. Trade into the goat with crab into Merlin on Merlin violence there. Both are banished, but challenger effect for Dom, gaining 1 lore for Lucky. Lucky plays a crab and quests with Kit. A little bit of an arms race here for lore. Genie comes down, drawing Lucky a card. Also giving him another evasive option, which right now Dominic doesn't have a response to any of these evasive characters. Ursula is going to come in, exert the crab, which will be taken out by Iago. Think, yep, that'll trade there. Don't know if he chose to give the challenger or not to there. So how much damage else will take back. Friends on the other side, drawing 2. Another Genie coming down for Lucky. This board state is pretty wide at 14-14. Bruce gave the Reckless to one of the Elsas. I think the undamaged Elsa. Meaning it will be Reckless. Tamatoa comes down for Lucky, grabbing those 2 popsicles back. He's able to play one immediately and crack that for a bell. Quest for 2, going to 16. Dom says that's game. They're going to be going on to game 2. Quick little pile shuffle for Dom. Again, appreciate those of you who are still tuned in with us here on both Twitch and YouTube for Team Ohana. We appreciate you, and we appreciate House of Cards, our sponsor, where we are having the event today. So again, appreciate all they do for us. If you're ever in the area of Winston-Salem, North Carolina, stop on by, see the fine folks here, or you can shop online at their TCG Player account. Both players wanting to shuffle up really well here. All right, both players are shuffled up, ready to rock and roll. Game 2 of round 4. Dominic versus Lucky. Still looking to resolve mulligans. Dominic down 1 game to the Sapphire and Amethyst package. We saw Tanya earlier from Team Ohana, Panda running the Sapphire, or rather the Emerald and Amethyst deck. A very similar lever package here as Dom. She played against Amber Steel Songs, Hillary from Team Smash in that round where she being Hillary, won handily 2-0. So not a good day so far for our Emerald and Amethyst players. Not yet, anyways. I know Dom earlier lost one of his rounds to Zark rather handily. I was talking to him between rounds and between us trying to do some technical issues clean up here. Dom going to 4 after questing with Flynn Rider, again, another staple card in the Emerald package that may or may not be rotating. We'll see. Lucky decides to quest for 1 with his Tipo, not Tamatoa. And sail the Azurite Sea for a card draw, inking an extra card. Playing the Fox, bouncing back Tipo, and trading in to Flynn. He's going to have to choose to discard a card. And that's going to be a Tipo. Probably the same one he bounced back. Peter Pan sings Friends on the other side for Dom. Quest for 1 with the Evasive Pegasus. Going to 5. Inks of Pegasus. Drops the Genie. That's the play you want there. And he chooses not to rush into the Fox, since all of his characters are evasive at this point. Lucky unable to swing the Madam M Fox into any of these characters are just out of reach. Dom building an evasive board. There's the answer to Iago. So now Dom has to tread a little lighter here. Iago, a 6'4" body. Inks plays the lever. and inks the Ursula Songseeker, Ursula Deceiver. Quest for 9 and plays a Diablo. Said he will take those trades in the air. We see the Elsa come down and starts cleaning house here. Diablo's going to give Dom another card draw, but all of a sudden Peter Pan's all alone in the air with an Iago and an enemy Elsa. Quest for 1, going to 10. And levers away the Iago. Trying to keep that Peter Pan safe, but Elsa's still right there. Plays the Brutus. And there's Big Hades coming down, taking care of that Peter Pan finally. Goat for Tom. Taking him to 11. Finders Keepers for Lucky. Able to give him a little bit more card advantage here. Again, thank you all for tuning in here for the House of Cards Drain of Jafar Set Championship. Appreciate you sticking through us with these first couple of rounds where we had a couple technical issues. And a big thank you to everyone working behind the scenes to try to help correct that. We see a Crab come down and a Flynn Rider. Quest with the Goat. Go to 12. Dom asks to see the discard. He sees a popsicle. Notes it. Quest with the Goat goes to 13. Dom passes the turn. Not sure what to do here. Another ball sickle for Lucky. Draws. Sails the Azurite Sea. Draws another card. Takes out the goat with Hades. Dom goes to 14. Dom checking his own discard. See what his options are left here. Lucky plays the Iago, heals Yelsa, and quests for 4, or 2-4 rather. Dom top decking here, playing another. Oh, Flynn Rider upright if he can keep that there, and does Lucky have an answer? Surveying. Gonna take out the crab there. Hades it away. Dom's gonna have to rip something off the top here. Another. Okay, there's a Diablo. He's closing the gap there. Question 10. Goes ahead. Does Dom see an answer? He sees a crab, which is good enough. 19. Let's see if Lucky can play around this. Plenty of options in the Sapphire Amethyst Bounce package, but not lucky enough. Okay, we'll go to game 3. Both players looking to resolve mulligans. And Lucky will be on the play. Cursed Merfolk for Dom starts off. Tipo. Drops a Pegasus into the Inkwell. Goes Pegasus and Diablo. Quest for 2. Gonna keep the pressure on here. Fast. Friends on the other side. Lucky takes out the Merfolk. Is going to discard to its effect the Paulsicle. Peter Pan comes down, rushing in, taking out Tipo. Questing for 2. Dom goes to 4. He does. Lucky points out that he's going to have a little bit of damage on that Peter Pan. Drops a Paulsicle. Draw. Bell moves it over to the evasive Pegasus and takes that on out. Sends a Pegasus to the Inkwell and plays an evasive Genie to draw. Again, Dom still very strong on this evasive package. Not quite as discard heavy as the package we saw earlier from Panda playing. Takes out the Diablo with Bell. Dom at 6 lore. Lucky, nothing on board yet. He's been on the defensive play here. It's a Paulsicle for a Bell Apprentice. Levers, draws 2 cards. Inks and looks for a song with the Ursula. I think he was mostly just trying to get body on board. Quest for 3 and pass with the 2 evasives. Lucky sails. Plays Iago, his evasive answer, and goes to 3. On the board here. Tom pulls another lever. Sings friends. He's just going all through his deck here. He built the deck. He loves the deck. He wants to see as many cards as possible. Inks Elsa for turn. Quest for 3, or rather spends 3 ink there on Brutus. Signaling one of the bells is reckless for this turn. Quest for 2 going to 11 with the Genie. Dom waiting in the wings for his chance. A genie for Lucky. He draws a card. And Iago taking out the other genie for Dom. A reasonable play. Sails. And the bell, if it's reckless, does go into Brutus and gets taken out. Quest to 4 with the other remaining bell. Dom's got a lot of ink to play with. Sings friends. He's still in draw mode. Plays a goat. Goes to 12. 3 for a kit to bounce back the goat or the genie on Lucky's side, and quest to 13. Not quite locked up here. Iago has to take out Peter Pan. Still surviving with 2 willpower. Could be more if Lucky finds a popsicle. Dom not presenting lethal on board in a traditional sense, but again, a bounce card for the goat could spell disaster. Oh, Big Hades comes down, takes out the kit. Eliminating that possibility, at least for now. Unless it's a quest bounce goat. Replay the goat. Sends the goat to the inkwell. Goes to 17. And he'll go to his own. Quest for 3 going to 8. Tom's going to quest for 2 and play a go-go. Oh no. Go-go Tamagoa, so he can simply gain the 1 off of the injured, or the bell with 1 damage counter on her for the win. A great matchup between these two. Lucky, unfortunately, now losing 2 back-to-back rounds on stream with us here. Dominic getting his win. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back here shortly with the top 4 of the House of Cards Reign of Jafar Set Championship. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the House of Cards Reign of Jafar Set Championship. We are here at the top 4 match. Just joining in on the action here. Apologize for the delay. We've got Hillary of Team Smash versus Zarek of Team Ohana. Oh, Steel Song matchup. There goes the Along Came Zeus to get rid of Zarek's evasive Else of the Fifth Spirit. And to a whole new world. And quest to 3 Hillary does and passes back to Zarek. Zarek plays down a Tipo, inks off the Tipo.
I'll start playing in Yu-Gi-Oh! Just to get...
Hillary plays an aerial, digs for a song off the top 4. Doesn't look like she finds one. Oh, there we go. It is one. There's the Long Came Zeus. Straight to the hand. 2 singers on board that could sing it if it comes down to it. Plays a Rhino, quests for 2 with Prince Naveen. Goes to 5. 25% of the way to winning game 1. Monstro comes down, takes out Prince Naveen. And he'll discard Iago so he can go ahead and clear up the singer Cindy. Sing the Along Came Zeus. Take out Monstro, shift Rhino. Inks and Amari. Plays a Pete. Quest for 2 with Rhino and pass. Zark. I want to say a quick shout out to everyone watching along with us here on both Twitch and YouTube Live. Appreciate you guys all with Team Ohana. Trying to represent our sponsor here, the House of Cards in Winston-Salem, for their set championship for Reign of Jafar. Zarek plays a Genie, draws and passes back to Hillary. Again, if you're ever in the Winston-Salem area, feel free to drop in, see the fine folks here. If not, you can always order through their GCG player link. They ship as well as selling in-store. Strength of the Raging Fire by Pete takes out the Genie. Zarek on his back heels. Game 1 Halfway to victory is Hillary. Goat comes down. Gives Zarek one, so he avoids the goose egg at least. Tamto behind that, no items to reoccur from the discard pile. Pete sings Let the Storm Rage On to draw a card. So she drew into another aerial. Yep, there it is. She's going to play it. Search top 4. Does she find a song? She does. It's the Strength of a Raging Fire. A good pickup right now. And immediately sings that to finish off Tamatoa. Rapunzel's. Oh. Switches that Rapunzel quickly for a Lawrence. Sure Zarek didn't miss that's in hand, but it may not matter. Zarek staring down a board. Popsicle for a card. And a Finders Keepers still digging here. Looking for an answer.
This set is done.
And there we go. Zarek concedes game 1. And we are going to game 2 in the top 4 here. Hillary spills the guts of the deck a little bit.
Thank you very much, man. We appreciate it. 34.
Both players are about done resolving mulligans here going into this round. On the other side of the top 4 bracket, we have Ashton, Benitez, and Dominic. Both of them we've seen on stream. I think we've seen Ash here twice today, and Dominic at least once as he took down Lucky earlier from Team Ohana. Off and running here, Zarek with a popsicle, and Hillary countering with a Rhino. Derek plays Popsicle, pops one to bring out Bell. Shift Rhino and Sing Storm. Just get a little damage of card advantage. And pass back to Derek. Ariel digs for a couple songs for Hillary. As we saw the trade for Rhino for Bell. Along came Zeus to take out the Elsa. And Hillary drops another Bell. Finds the strength of a raging fire. I mean, not Bell. Ariel. Wrong Disney princess. Timoteo comes down for Zarek, and he passes back the turn. Game still tied at 0-all. Gonna Zeus and Whole New World. Sing Sing. She shifts into the Supersonic Singer Ariel and follows up with the one-drop Cinderella. Now she's ready to sing and ping. Zerk drops. Oh, the evasive Elsa takes out the Cinderella and passes back. Well, there's a whole new world off the aerial. Looking to play some big hand disruption. Or he plays the Pete, stops any action Zarek may be wanting to play. Again, this is the one side of the top four bracket. The other side, Ash Benitez and Dominic are playing. That match may already be finished, not reported yet. Back here to me in the streaming room. Big Hades comes down, turns the Sonic Warrior into ink for Hillary, and Zarek will quest and pass on the board, cutting the lead in half. Off the other aerial, Hillary finds a Bare Necessities, just going straight into the inkwell. Looks like it is anyway. She may be just sitting it there. Nope, she's inked that. For the stout-hearted Cinderella. Four lore for Hillary. Zarek with one, but he's got to make the decision here. I assume he wants to do a little bounce action with this Hades so he can recur that effect, especially staring down the big Cinderella Star-Hearted with its 2 resist and ability to challenge ready characters. He plays a Let It Go, essentially doing the same thing as Hades would. Hades takes out an aerial. And do we see a Fox to follow that up? Protect Hades. Oh, and Elsa comes down to exert the remaining aerial. And finally, there's the Fox to bounce back one Elsa, which will rush in, take out the aerial. Zarek, again, hoping that Hades will survive this next round and get back to him on the board. The Mari draws card, discard a card. Single-minded rival. Sends a Rhino to the discard and uses Pete to sing Let the Storm Rage On, take out the Elsa. And going to spin the rest for the other Sonic Warrior we saw there in hand. Hillary considering her options here. Again, these games are much more of a slow burn. Oh, there goes Eric singing with Elsa. Friends on the other side. Eric coming down with a genie popsicle. Drawing some cards. Needs to see some more. Find some answers here for these Namari and Aerial Sonic Warrior. Checks his own discard. Cracks the popsicle for a bell. And Derek's going to go ahead and clear out the Namari, not give it a chance to clean up some board and get some lore. Derek has to take a good glance through that discard pile. See what Hillary has wheeled away a couple times.
No, you're okay. I just wanted to be out where I was.
Plays a Prince Naveen. Able to follow that up with a Bare Necessities. Get a quick look at Zarek's hand. Holding a goat and a Tamatoa. Happy as a clam. So neither of those are eligible targets. But does get at least a little information to see. She's decided to use the Aerial's ability to go ahead and just ping down and banish away Belle. Princess on Princess Crimes. And going to sing those Strength of a Raging Fire with Pete. Go ahead and eliminate the Genie, the evasive threat. Quest for 2 and pass back Zarek, who is now left with just the Aerial, the Elsa in the air. Tamatoa comes down. We saw that just a minute ago. He still has whatever card he drew for turn and a goat in hand. plays a Polisicle, draw an additional card. One more in hand if he wants to use it. If he has the ink for it. Zarek plays down the Iago. And quests with Elf. Just got word on the other side of the bracket that Ash Benitez has lost in the top 4. So that means Dominic will be heading to the final round against the winner of this game. With this round, I suppose. It's not over till it's over, right? Hillary with 5 lures, Eric with 2. Zarek draws for turn. Checks the hand count. Plays Monstro. Has to see how much he can clean up off the board here. Monstro cleans up a little bit here. Takes out the aerial. Cracks the Polisicle to heal a little bit of damage off that. He's going to discard to reset it. Take out Naveen. Is it worth one more card to clear off a Pete. No, it's a Genie draw. He can't still discard. He's going to choose to discard and ready Monstro and take the Pete. Monster is putting in a ton of work, and Zarek passes back. Ariel down, searching for a song. Pete sings a storm, or rather a strength, and takes out Genie. Monstro down again. Takes out the Smee. Moves the damage over, takes Rhino. Does Zarek have the hand to burn to keep writing Monstro to take out these other two exerted characters? He won't do it. He'll pass back. Prince Naveen goes ahead and Zeus's the bell. Now Zarek has to check through the discard. Rhino for Hillary, and has to be a little wary here. Goes ahead and cleans up the Monstro so she can freely quest to 11. Hades comes down for Zarek. Helps clean up a little bit, but pressure is still on. Hillary draws. Top decks a Pete. And full send. Going to 17. Hades is going to take out going to take out Naveen and then Rhino as well. And Zarek does not have the ability to clean up enough. Hillary is moving on to the top two against Dominic. We will have that match starting for you shortly here. Just hang tight and you'll see the thrilling conclusion of the House of Cards Reign of Jafar Set Championship. with the finals in action. Dominic at the top of your screen. Gonna go ahead and rush in that Peter Pan to take out the Troubadour. And a whole new world off Prince Naveen. For Hillary, apologies, it was the Ursula that took out the Troubadour. Buffed off the crown. Hello there, chat. My name's Jose, better known on the internet as Cardboard Castle. Happy to be here at the House of Cards Set Championship. Dominic drops the Flynn Rider. And the one drop of Ace of Pegasus. I make that another Pegasus. Doing Amethyst Emerald aggro the way it's supposed to be. Dominic sitting at 4 lore. Shift Rhino. Hello, inks Mr. Smee. Hillary ponders what to do here. Sing the Along Came Zeus, take out the Flynn Rider. Bypass the discard option that way and pass back. Dom. See a Cursed Merfolk in hand. Hillary fresh off that win against Zarek, who was running Sapphire and Amethyst.
It's a lot.
Dom goes ahead and drops the 4-drop Evasive Genie, draws a card off of that. There goes the Cursed Merfolk behind the Genie. And Dom is going to take out Naveen. Well, he's going to challenge into Naveen, take out the Crab, pump Ursula to finish it off. Quest 2 with the Evasive Pegasus. Ariel comes down, searches for that song. Plays another Ariel. Song we see of Bare Necessities. Maybe not the song you're wanting at the moment, but yep, as it goes straight to the inkwell. And Quest with Rhino. Dom pulling another Flynn Rider off the top of the deck. Another 4-drop Evasive Genie comes in, draws the card off of that. Merfolk behind it, and a Raven, the Diablo, Obedient Raven. Dom Quest to 12. He's over the midway past the midway mark of the game here. Shift into Sonic Ariel, or Ariel Sonic Warrior. Inca Lawrence, Single Bare Necessities. Dom with just the Flynn Rider, we saw earlier that he was able to draw, and a fox. Where do you go from there, though? It's going to ping down. Sing and ping. Hit both merfolk. Discard a rhino. And quest for 2. Down but not out of this game. Dominic with his top deck and a fox in hand. Gonna quest for 1 with the Diablo. There's the bounce back. Take out one of those spectacular singers. Plays the Flynn Rider and replays the Diablo. Dom says, I'm all in. All gas, no brakes. Going to 19. That didn't look like an answer for Hillary. Gonna storm. Sing and ping. I think this may be the point where you have to move on to game 2. No, gonna do the honorable thing, let it resolve. And now we go to game 2. Game 1 goes to Dominic with his Emerald and Amethyst. Like I said, that one played more like an aggro deck. At that point, we saw him earlier come in when he played Lucky from Team Ohana, and it was a little bit more of a mid-range style deck almost, relying more on the lever. Not like I said again, we saw one other Emerald Amethyst deck here today earlier, and that was more centric around the discard package. But haven't seen a single Prince John from Dom, so we assume that's his strategy. Like I said, more of the lever package and apparently a quick aggro front when needed. Both players mulling over their mulligans. Looks like Hillary will be on the play here for game 2 of the finals. And we're off. Hillary inking and playing the one-drop Singer Cindy, the iconic opener for Steel Song. Dom with a couple options in hand for his one-drop. Could be a Merfolk. Wonder if Hillary has the song to follow it up. So he inks the Diablo. Oops, reveals a Merfolk and plays another Diablo. She has the song, so they both will draw a card. Ink and Amari and play a Troubadour. Ships back to Dominic. Ink's a lever? I think it was a lever that went into his inkwell and plays both merfolks. Again, going all gas, no brakes here. Seen nothing but 1-drops from Dom so far. Sing. Again, another storm. Plays another Cindy. Oh, like a little bit of frustration there from Hillary. We appreciate the effort of the mystery hand on the side, organizing the dice to the left-hand side of your screen. Dom drops. Oh, Queston dropped the Fox. Take out one Singer Cindy. Another Ariel. Going to search for songs here. Finds Let the Storm Rage On, or The Strength of a Raging Fire. Going to be able to immediately sing that if she chooses. And that goes to the Inkwell. Nope, no, there must have been 2 copies, unless my eyes deceive me. But going to clean up in quest for 1, cutting Dominic's lead in half. There goes the Troubadour. Off of another Fox. And ship back to Hillary. Gonna sing A Whole New World. Goes, looks like a Bruna, a Brutus, a Curse Merfolk, Friends on the other side, and a Goat from Dominic. Again, not 100% sure how I like that play right now. Again, Dominic has kind of cut himself out. We've seen at least 4 1-drops go here, so maybe looking to refill that hand as it is. Hillary finds the shift Ariel and ships it back to Dom. Looks like a Pegasus off the top deck, so another 1-drop there. Singer Ursula is going to be able to get A Whole New World, a Long Game Zeus. There's also a Troubadour, and Rhino, Cindy Stouthearted, and a Prince Naveen, but those are not legal targets, so just the songs. Has to consider here carefully. It's not exciting to see that Cinderella is the one of in this deck for Hillary. No hand disruption of his own. We'll have to see how it goes for Dom. Now that he's seen that. Takes the Whole New World off the song sniping Ursula. Dom inks a Goat, plays a Cloud Kicker. That's going to temporarily throw Hillary off of the shift Cinderella. Considers what to do with Madame Mim. Got to check his own discard. 1 Fox and 2 Curse Merfolks in there for sure. And he just ships the turn back. Cinderella comes back out. And straight into the shift, Cinderella. Hillary has to rearrange those dice a little bit. Dom drops a goat, goes to 3. And a Flynn rider as well, coming down behind the goat. Ships back here. Oh, Hillary was marking her hand, thought it was her deck, but there we go. She's drawing. Now we're down to Sing and Ping action with Sonic Warrior and the Stout-Hearted Cinderella that's able to challenge readied characters. Inks a Rhino. Prince Naveen, so she can freely play that. Along came Zeus. There it is, taking out the goat. And she can... All right, able to challenge out and clean up the board here. Pings the fox, challenges the other two. Gonna quest for 2. Going to 9. Dom surveys his options. Evasive Genie. Draws the friends off the other on the other side, off to the top deck from the Genie. Pulls the lever to get rid of Naveen. And have to Zeus away that. Take out the Flynn Rider as well. Quest to 8. And all of a sudden, we've got a close matchup here. Dom levers for some card draw. Asks to see the discard of Hillary. See if he's... Looks again. Can't tell if he is seeing what he wants to see or seeing what he was hoping he wouldn't see. Dom dropping a Evasive Pegasus and a 3-drop Rush Peter Pan. Prince Naveen going to go ahead and take out one of those evasive cards, the Pegasus. Ping down the other Peter Pan. Dom. Oh, there goes a Rapunzel to be able to heal off and draw a couple cards. And Quest for 4. 5, that's right. Cinderella does Quest for 3, so it would go 5. 13. Dom said, I'm out of juice here. We're going to have to go to game 3. Both players resolving mulligans going to game 3. It is the final game of the final round of the House of Cards Ranger Jafar Set Championship. By the way, if you're ever in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, stop by House of Cards. Check out their great inventory of not only Lorcana, but Pokemon trading card game, Magic the Gathering, Final Fantasy TCG, Yu-Gi-Oh!, much more. If you're not in the area, you can always shop online through their TCG player link. Again, Dominic on Emerald Amethyst at the top of your screen with the turquoise sleeves and Maleficent playmat. Hillary on Amber Steel Song with the green sleeves. I think that's correct. Maybe I've got my sleeve colors mixed up. Nope, she is on the green sleeves with the Casa Madrigal playmat to the bottom. This is the winner-take-all match here. Again, appreciate everyone tuning in on both Twitch and Twitch and YouTube on the Team Ohana account. If you're not following us, you should do so, and also follow us on X and other social medias. You can keep up with the gang the most efficient way possible. See where we're going to be and what events we're promoting. Here we go. Both players have resolved and are starting to shuffle up for the last hoorah here. Dominic Inc. and play a Pegasus and ships the turn off. Hillary Inc. in the world's greatest criminal mind plays a Rhino and pass back. Inc. play the song Sniping Ursula. CC anything he wants to take. Yeah, he does. Let the storm rage on. Go ahead and get that out of the way. He also sees a Strength Rage of Fire, Prince Devine, and a Singer Cindy. As well as one other card I didn't quite catch on stream there. Really shifts in the Rhino. Plays the Strength of Rage of Fire. Takes out Pegasus and pass. A Flynn Rider and Diablo for Dom. Passing the turn back, not questing with Ursula. There goes the Singer Cindy. Coming down, Rhino's going to quest for 2 and pass back to Dom. Dom's going to go ahead and quest with Flynn Rider. Seems that may have been the only sure thing. Quest with Ursula goes to 4. He has 3 ink. He's got a kit and a Bannerman Fox in hand. Oh, there goes the Fox. What does he bring back? Should be the song Sniping Ursula, but oh, he pulls back the Flynn Rider, valuing the lore more so than getting songs out of Hillary's hand. See how that goes down the pipe here. Hillary Inks plays Naveen, Whole New World. Oh, there was a crab as well in that hand for Dom, so yet to see if that was a mental misstep, not pulling the song, but he wouldn't be able to replay it immediately, so I guess not. So didn't make much difference in the end. Hillary thinks about going to do something with that Rhino. Changes her mind, maybe. Surveys. Hillary takes an action, takes out the Ursula by seeing a storm, and finishes it off there with the Singer Cindy. Dominic drops the genie, draws the card off of that. Searching for a song. Hillary quests a 6 and pass to Dom. He's going to quest a 6 with the genie. Inca Friends on the other side. Quest with Diablo as well. And bounce back Diablo with a Fox. Take out Prince Naveen. Replay the Diablo. And how about Diablo's twin brother, Diablo? Clerical Error. Dom should be at 7. Another Song Seeker. Spectacular Singer finds a Along Came Zeus. Probably going to be, immediately sung. Hillary wasted no time with that one to take out the Evasive Genie. Playing a Pete to stop any actions Dom may have. And quest to 9. Dom ripping off the top deck. Does he like it? Really got to mull this one over. Dom has to check his discard. See where he's at. Genie in there. Quest to 9. Plays the Fox, bounce back Diablo. Replay Diablo. Let's give him a little flicker there. And a Flynn Rider. again, examining the discard this time of Hillary, takes out Spectacular Singer and ships the turn back. 9-9 in the last game of the finals here at House of Cards for their Reign of Jafar set championship. Finishes off the Fox with Rhino just to get the damage. Heal it away for card draw with Rapunzel. Follows up with a Lawrence. This board is getting a little heavy. While Dom's essentially running, like I said, it's more of an aggro deck, or, with the lever package built into it. Looks off the top. Does he like what he sees or no? Hard to tell from the limited body language we get with just the hands here. Lever. He's staring down. Maybe. Does Hillary have a game on board, or is she one short? Dom quests for 2 more. Goes to 13. Drops a Fox. Replay the Diablo. Can he clean up anywhere here with any real meaning? Next turn he could go to 18 at best. Hillary may have it as a lock. Going to take out the Troubadour with the Fox. Ships it over. Let's see what happens here. It's maybe the final turns. We're coming down. Going to put Hillary at 19 if she quests out. Takes out the Fox. Oh, gotta play the Rapunzel first. Can't just draw the cards. Means Dom can go to 17 at this point. Song Seeking or Ariel. Spectacular Singer there. Sing Storm with Pete to take out Flynn. Quest to 16. I think that may mathematically eliminate Dom, depending on what he drew. Quest for 2 on the board, and I don't know if he's got enough uninteractable lore in hand. weighing his out and realizes he has no out here. And Hillary wins the House of Cards Reign of Jafar Set Championship in an impressive finish over Dominic. Well, congratulations to not only Hillary, but also Dominic, Ashbenet, Benitez, and our other top 4 finisher, Zarek from Team Ohana. We appreciate everyone coming out here, and thank you all for joining us here on the live stream. Again, a big thank you to the Team Ohana sponsor of House of Cards. Appreciate them having us out here. Again, what an incredible day of watching Reign of Jafar set Lorcana. Again, once Fabled hits, we're going to have rotation. We're going to see some new shakeups in the meta and see hopefully some new decks and see what gets reprinted. So we look forward to seeing you all back here again shortly. And hopefully we will bring you some more Lorcana coverage.